Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your April 2021 General Tarot reading. It's Raina here. So, I've already done the astrology for April for Scorpio Sun and Rising. So, you can check out my channel for that. I'm just going to talk about the cards here. Well, it's been a while since I've gotten a card in reverse. That's that's a new one. And that's actually, as I recall, a positive card. Okay. Well, first off, we have to say that there are several swords in this reading. And swords can be mental activity. It can also be something connected to drama, communication. Is that what I said? Did I say thoughts? Anything intellectual that you're doing, but also your communications with others, if there's conflict, if there's strife. But air signs. So Aquarius is a sign that you may find that you're always attracted to, which is another fixed sign. The other air signs are Libra and Gemini. So they may play a prominent role in your life at this time. And this is an example. This is the heart of the matter, the Eight of Swords in reverse, which can be a very positive card. So not all reversed cards are negative. And in the upright position, the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling restricted. Now, even something that you could even call like an addiction or some other compulsive behavior that you can't get free from, that would be in the upright position. Just that sense of oppression. And I always say that a lot of times this is coming from the person's own negative mindset, and that being, what really holds them back. That they might think it's somebody else, and maybe originally it was coming from somewhere else, but now it's because of them. Now, in the reversed position, this is a sense of release. And so those self-limiting beliefs are being dissolved, are being lifted from you. And so maybe you feel like you're more productive because you have more mental energy. It's not being drained from something. If there was a worry that you had, somehow it is being, released. So that's a lot better than it was. And in the past position, we have the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands, I'm always afraid that person's going to get mad at me again. Because I said some things about the Queen of Wands that somebody went ballistic over. I said she's a drama queen. I said some things even in the upright position. And that's not something bad. I didn't mean it something bad. I just meant that she's very dramatic. This is like the career woman card. Somebody who is very ambitious. But there is, this is like not just like cold ambition. This is warm ambition. This is positive thinking. So definitely with this combination here, this can be this idea of somebody who is engaging in a more positive mindset. So some of you may really feel like you have been able to change the way that you feel about things. And this, I when I think of like confidence, I think of, having some sort of feeling of self-worth that has occurred. Now, this can, maybe you got a promotion at work And that has made you feel a lot less trapped, because in the prior position you did not like the circumstances, and now you can call your own shots more. The higher message is the Ace of Swords. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, given the context of this time frame of April, April for the collective is a time of opening up. I was just talking to my partner, and things are starting to hum again. And for people who have been underemployed, unemployed, you may get that call. Now, even though this is in the past position, the Queen of Wands, I wouldn't get too hung up on that, because I'm recording this in March, and so it's possible you listen to this and, you have this sense of release, because that's what the law of attraction is about, is the art of allowing. So when you're in that, if you're like unemployed and you're listening to this, and you're feeling very tense, which I totally understand, and you're like, how is this going to happen? How am I going to get, pay my bills and all this stuff? And then you have this sense of like, well, maybe there is something good that's going to come my way. So that gives you a little bit lessening of that resistance. And then you hear in this last week of March, if you're listening in March, some good news about coming back to your position, or maybe it's going to be a better position. And that's, you just feel that sense of release. The higher message, the Ace of Swords, is about mental clarity and uh, victory under adverse conditions. And how I interpret this personally is that your mind has to be clear. I think Abraham Hicks talks about, what's the term that they use? Cleaning up your vibration, which I think is a really brilliant term, actually. And whether you believe in law of attraction or not, you can still utilize some of these principles, because cleaning up your vibration means that you're not allowing yourself to be overly anxious, angry, resentful, those kinds of toxic emotions. I don't believe in, pretending to be something that you're not. If you feel anxiety, I do think that you have to honor that and not just kind of spiritually bypass, psychologically bypass it, but not wallow in it and not identify with it. Not think that because you're feeling anxious that you're always going to be, and that your life is on a downhill slide. That was something else I was thinking about today. How you can kind of stop that from mushrooming. And I think that some of you have started that process. Queen of Wands, maybe this is even like some sort of teacher or mentor, like a life coach, who can help you to generate a more positive attitude in life. What crosses you is the Four of Wands, and this is a card that is connected to the home life, the home environment, your actual physical home. Perhaps you are planning on buying a new home and that has been delayed. This can also be some kind of vacation or rest that you were planning, and that likewise might be delayed. And again, this may be because of the fact, if you have recently gotten a new job or a new position where you have to be there. So it's kind of funny, because people might have had time off, but they didn't really feel like it was a vacation because they were full of anxiety. So just know that your good is there. It's waiting for you. It just might be in a little while, and that can be great too, because you'll be able to relax more. What is coming in is represented by the Knight of Cups. You see this person, he's almost like offering something to the other person. Cups relate to water, just like your element. This is a card of dreamers. This is a card of artists. So that might be something that is coming into your life, and this could involve another person. Could be a new romantic interest for sure. Specifically, if you were really to nail it down, maybe a younger male or a very, nights can be, I think, fire. So maybe like that combination of fire and water, which is very creative, like Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces. How about that? Why don't you order that from the catalog, Scorpio? And this can be a card of like having time, like even vacationing with friends. But in terms of like art, some kind of artistic pursuits and things like that, even some kind of healer, psychologist, if these are people that you are bringing into your life, or somebody recommends somebody like that, I don't know. The outcome is the Six of Swords, which is a card sometimes of relocation. So we see with the Four of Wands in the challenge position that there may be some connection between those two cards. If you are in the process of moving house, but maybe haven't gotten everything together. This is about going with the flow and actually choosing peace, seeking more harmonious circumstances. And, this is about your stress being released. So I go back to that first card. So, right now, the worst of your situation has passed. Has passed. Not will pass, has passed. So this is a time to just take a breath and realize that it's getting better. Now I think about that Beatles song. It's getting better all the time. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, I'm telling everybody about my natal chart interpretation specials, if you want to call it. It's not something that's going away. So, I mean, I just decided to combine two readings to give like more in-depth readings. Two natal chart readings. One is the transits for the coming 12 months, and then the natal chart itself. That's a 2-hour reading. And then the other one is a combo natal and transits and a full-length tarot reading called the whole enchilada. The other one is called the deep dive. So you can find out more about those, and they're, special price, obviously. It wouldn't make sense to put them together and then charge full price. But I have other types of readings too. So the link is below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.